possible and to make this program more glorious. Next generation gets you also. The selfless work and help extended to Red Cross. The chief fun officer of that time, because त्या टायमार मातशी आसपाची गरज असताली, so is to provide. I think we can clap a little bit more. Help that he extended to us for procuring cloth all the way from Karkon, which otherwise over here was not available, because initially for those masks only a special type of cloth was being recommended. So in his absence also, let us appreciate Mr. Kishore Sarsolkar. Madam, we receive on our behalf.
During the COVID-19 pandemic, these are not only recognition, but our heartfelt gratitude. I would also like to commend Indian Red Cross Society, Bardez branch, for their dedication and commitment to voluntary service in times of crisis. Organizations like this play important role to bring communities and volunteers together for positive starts. I once again extend my heartfelt congratulations to all Felicities. Your dedication is an example to us all. So let us all continue working together. Be strong, be united, and overcome any challenge that comes our way. Thank you, and may your light continue to shine brightly. Jai Hind. God bless you all.
Today's chief guest, Sir Ismail Virani, keynote speaker and the member of Indian Red Cross Society, managing committee member of Indian Red Cross Society Goa, as well as Vice Chairman of Indian Red Cross Society Bardez, Dr. Digambar Naik, the Secretary of IRCS Bardez, Advocate Ishan Usapkar, Treasurer of IRCS Bardez, Mehboob Virani, Member of Managing Committee of IRCS Bardez, Joint Treasurer Salim Isani, Managing Committee Member Dr. Nutan Bicholkar, all the facilities present in this hall, invitees, friends, members of press, print as well as electronic media, my good friend Sandeep, Durgadas, all the JCs, ladies and gentlemen. As just now Advocate Ishan has briefly said, what is the occasion today, why we are here today, and to really salute these volunteers who have really worked during COVID period. We have organized this function. In fact, this function was due long back, but due to some reason we could not conduct this program. But today we are here. I, as a chairman of Indian Red Cross Society Bardez branch, I welcome all the dignitaries on the days of the days. Friends, as Ishan said, it was that time when nobody was daring to come out to serve the people. And there were so many calls coming to us requesting for certain things like food grains, some medicines, and we were really helpless at that time because we could not serve the people. But then when we discussed with Dr. Digambar Naik and other members, we said yes, we will appeal to the youngsters to come forward and help the Indian Red Cross Society to reach out to the people. And at that time, so many youngsters, not only from Bardez, from North Goa as well as South Goa, so many people voluntarily came forward to join our hands. Thanks to Ashish Shirodkar, who is the owner of Hotel Satyaira, who gave us 2 shops on the ground floor at the entry point where we set up our office, and from where we started getting so many things from the those who are willing to donate but not ready to move out. Things were coming and we were just sorting out, and our team is to start early morning. One vehicle is to go to the north, one vehicle is to go to the south and distribute whatever things we have received from the people. Well, it was a very difficult time. Thanks to the parents of these young leaders, young volunteers, who have allowed them to help us during that period, because everybody was scared, because everybody was getting that COVID and they were sick. Of course, by the time we stopped our mission, we all were positive, but thanks to God, because God was there watching us doing human service, we all were safe. Though we were positive, we all were safe. Thanks to God. And dear friends, volunteers, I have no words to thank you for whatever that you have done.
COVID came, how was Red Cross started? Red Cross was started in the First World War, basically to help the injured people whom nobody knew how to help them. So Red Cross became a neutral party to get people from both the sides and treat them. Subsequently now, Red Cross has been growing into the world. Now there are no wars. But we have seen in situations like COVID what Red Cross can do. Of course, COVID was altogether a different phenomena for our country. When the first phase came, we started all this, I wouldn't say good thing or bad thing, whatever it is, but this is all that happened. I was absolutely, being a doctor, I was completely involved. I used to even go to Maharashtra. And one day I was caught into COVID. And with the treatment that was going on at that time, I was almost on the deathbed. Till I finally defied myself. I said, no, I am not going to die. And what did I do? Stopped all my treatment. 2 biggest antibiotic, 2 biggest antifungal, antiviral, steroids, to a level where they were toxic to the body. I really don't know who derived this treatment and gave it to the world. It started in China, WHO created this treatment, gave it to this world. At that time, I just stopped the treatment, and with very simple thing, friends, I was alright. I came out of deathbeds. I wrote my final will that day and told my doctors, I am not going to take any of this medicine. I will treat myself. 5 days allowed my doctors to treat them. They were all interested. Very much interested that I was saved. A ventilator was kept only for me for 5 days there, and I just refused everything. Friends, from that day onwards, there were no COVID deaths in the world. I was treating patients in 6 different countries online without charging them a single pie. This is what happened. Once you are involved, you create something which helps practically everybody in the world. Friends, as Red Cross, you're always going to have your role in health. And all that today I want to give you, to take you to a situation where you understand what is health. Is it okay?
Yes. Yeah.
What is health? Till 1948, health was supposed to be an absence of a disease. For the first time in 1948, WHO came with a definition of health. The health is not just an absence of a disease or infirmity. It's a well-being of every function of your body. Your physical function, your physiological function, your psychological function, your social function, as well as your economic function. Tomorrow, if I don't have enough money to buy what I want to eat, I can't be healthy. So this is what comes into it. Your health is a balance of you as a bunch of all these functions vis-a-vis the universe. It's a smooth play of your energy with the energy of the universe. And once you create this balance with your universe, your spirit, your energy will start vibrating in same tune as that of the universe. It's obviously at this time you will be absolutely healthy and absolutely joyful, the real joy. And my friends, today's our knowledge takes you to a situation all of us can achieve this. None of us need medicine to be healthy. Medicines don't keep you healthy. When you have you have your car, initially what you do, you regularly service and maintain your car better. When it is broken down and you are taken it to the garage, when something goes wrong, yes, your car mechanic will replace some part. That is exactly what medicine is. You need medicine when you fall sick. But to stay healthy, medicine plays zero role. Maybe any medicine, maybe Ayurvedic, homeopathic, and also allopathic, all sorts of medicines that I give. I'll give medicine only to rectify something. I'll do a surgery only when things have gone absolutely wrong. So this is the way I want you to understand what the health is. And as Red Cross members, if you can understand what health is, you will be in the best position to reach the people and tell them and show them what health is. Friends, this is the way we have to look at our health. And if you want to be healthy, I have devised only 3 ways. You are exactly what you eat. So we have to be very sure of how and what and how much we eat. In the name of food, we've got nutritional departments or nutritional cabinets in every country in the world. But still, we do not know what and how much to eat to stay absolutely healthy.
I realized people don't have any requirement, but people used to collect things and give us back. That's something really worth sharing. These people were the ones who were growing, cultivating all these kind of crops or even food items in general, and they waited for us. In fact, me and Subhas sir were at one place. We had gone to give them masks. Almost, I think, the state size worth of bags with coconuts, with rice, with flour, all these things they had kept ready for us. Which, in fact, we had gone with half the truck. We came back with a full truck worth of things. So I think we should clap for all these people also. We will not be able to recognize today, or we may not even know their names today, because they just came, they gave, they went. But that's the selfless service that we got to observe over here. This was that website which we spoke of. So over here, we were providing a regular update of how many COVID cases, how many active, how many recovered, how many deceased, how many under quarantine. In fact, you may have seen regularly the government coming up with gazettes at that time. But the gazette जी असतात ती सगळ्या सामान्य लोकांपर्यंत पावलं, that does not really reach the normal people. That's the reason why this website was that one point where even government authorities, as I said earlier, were all coming to see what is the actual count. So this is also something that we are doing. Then the information centers, graphical representation of what all was happening. And these, my dear friends, are photographs of that COVID support center. These are some of the very, very important people at that point in time who were always present, who used to always regularly visit. We also got help and support from some individuals. Like, for example, over here, this was a fashion designer who runs a very famous fashion brand. But during that COVID time, she shut the fashion brand, and instead, all the tailors that she had in-house, all the fabric that she had in-house, she dedicated all her employees and all her cloth to make face masks. And she supplied face masks to us during this crucial period, which we went around and distributed. She is one of the felicities that we have today. So this is the kind of work also that happened at that point in time. Thereafter, we went to various places where there was a requirement for face masks. So we went out there and we distributed these. Right from people like the police, who used to challan other people for not wearing masks, did not themselves have masks at times. So we even gave them some masks, especially at places where others were not reaching. So we went there and we went out to those people. This is a very crucial movement, my dear friends. We were getting a lot of requests, and we were, by God's grace, also getting a lot of things which were supposed to be distributed. But we required a space where we could keep all of these things. And at that point in time, as our chairman sir said, Mr. Ashish Shirodkar gave us 2 cabin spaces or 2 shops on the ground floor of Hotel Satyahira, which is quite centrally located. He gave us those spaces, and there we started this COVID-19 support center. The relevance or importance of this COVID-19 support center is this one shop, and there was one more on this side. That became our storehouse, that became our meeting point, that became our collection and distribution point throughout that first phase of COVID. Because you may have seen, second phase of COVID or second lockdown, by the time that came, everyone was a social worker. But during the first time, there were very few people who were willing to get out. We were approximately around 20 people at that point in time who were regularly there and who were monitoring all the operations. And one thing I must share at this point in time, when this particular COVID-19 support center started, Amka Sadat Distale, we used to always feel, will we have sufficient? COVID-19 crisis was even taken cognizance of at the 2020 JCI Asia Pacific Conference, which was held at Angkor at Cambodia. So the work that we were doing over here, that was even reaching the international level. So that's also something that we should definitely appreciate and share. Along with our friends in JCI, some masks we managed to create, some masks we managed to procure. They were very creative, so they made some arrangements of the masks in a creative manner, but these were also being distributed. And then, as we mentioned earlier, this quarantine support group, it reached approximately around the limit on WhatsApp at that point in time was around 290 odd. So it had reached full. So we created one more WhatsApp group to keep regular updates of what all was required, especially whenever we used to receive a request for blood that used to go here. And I'm very proud to say that whenever the blood request went there, we require blood group so and so. Within 24 hours, a blood donor got arranged on that particular WhatsApp group itself. So that is also something really worth mentioning at this point in time. Society decided that we are supposed to be one of the forefront warriors during this time to make the world a better place, or at that point in time, a normal place. And today, once the situation has normalized, we have regathered over here so that we can give gratitude, we can say thanks, and also recollect the times which were behind us at that point in time, and the times that we shall cherish today, and times that we hope will not return. But if they do, then we know whom to look up to. Ladies and gentlemen, having said that, once again, let us give a loud round of applause and say thank you to everyone who was a part of the COVID times to make today possible.